how would I say, I really misjudged the situation and just went with what I thought and from my point of view, you know. And also, I mean, it wasn't like she was entirely innocent.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode. I am Taatieh, and I'm your host. Please join me in welcoming Gayle, a distinguished property specialist and an interesting.
So for today's episode, we'll be talking about friendships, a general discussion on what are friendships, how hard it is to keep friendships, and how expensive it is, and also the good about friendships. You know, what do friendships bring into our lives, and what type of friends do we need, and also identifying the ones we don't really need and the ones we just need to get rid of. Yeah. What is friendship? So what do you think friendship is? What is a friend to you when you think of friendships? What is it?
Okay guys, I don't even, what is a friend to me?
Yeah, so when you think of friendships or when you think of a friend, what is that one thing? Let's say for instance you had a group of people to choose from and they all had these different traits. What would you say
What do I look
that
at?
is? Yeah, what do you look at to identify a friend?
Okay. You know, growing up, let me just give you guys a little background. Growing up, I've never had so many friends. Up until now, same situation.
Mm-hmm.
It has always been like growing up in a home full of cousins, so they just automatically became your friends. So people that I would meet at school were just schoolmates, you know, work colleagues and stuff like that. Because I had so many people at home, and my grandmother would always be like, "You guys don't need friends. You guys have each other and stuff like that," you know.
Yeah.
So then, a friend to me would be just like my cousin, really, someone who is there for me, you know, vice versa now, also me being there for them. Someone that I can, how do I say, someone that I can grow with as a person, having common goals as well. Not like, okay, if I'm gonna be this, if I'm gonna do this profession, they should also be, I mean, just having a common goal, you know. I cannot be out there making friends with people like, how would I say, let's say I'm a nerd and my friend is like a whole party pooper, nothing in life, no goals, nothing, no, sorry, I won't. So a friend would be someone that I have common goals with, someone that I can rely on, someone that I can just, someone that I can call a sister, man, you know?
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I can relate when you say like your cousins or your sisters become your friends. Yeah, no, that's me as well. I don't have a lot of friends, and I do relate when you say that. I just think friends are people you should have mutual interests. And
Definitely.
Like I just can't have a friend that we don't share any kind of mutual interest. And also just because that then leads to building trust, you know, having that one accountability partner. Like for instance, I have my one cousin, we're very, very close, and she's my accountability partner. Like she holds me down when, you know, like, did you do this, did you not do this, no, and when I'm wrong, she's like, no, sit me down properly and say, okay, you know what, you messed up here, you need to do this. So I think friends are like those people that you can rely on. You have trust, you have that comfort to be who you are, your authentic self. I think that's very important, to have that one person, or people. Some people have a lot of best friends. I can only wish, but
I know, like, you find people with, like, I don't know, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them, but like, you find people who have, let's say they're having birthday parties and they have like 30 people there, and I'm just like, wow, these are all your friends. Like, how do you speak to these people every day? How do you do things? And I mean, I love it for them, but that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. But guys,
like my brother always makes jokes. He's always like, yeah, so if I'm having a party, he's always like, who do we invite? You don't have any friends. Do we invite our friends to your party? It always ends up being my cousin's friends and my brother's friends coming to my party, and I just have like 1, 2, 3 people, and I'm totally fine with it. I'm so comfortable with it. It's less stress for me. It works for me. But if you have more friends, you do you, and if that works for you,
that works for you, then
that's
okay.
Yeah,
no one's judging.
Yeah, let's move over to the cost of friendships. I find that friendships are so expensive. Like,
now or like
I think it has always been expensive. It's only now that you have more responsibilities.
was
that
it maybe growing up they were not so expensive like as kids, and then you guys are now this adult age, and it's now like I have to do this, I need to do this, I need to show up, I need to do that,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And it's not only expensive like financially, but your guys, time is also just expensive. And I think it all comes down to like expectations as well.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, okay, number one thing is you identify the friend that you want to associate yourself with,
Yeah.
So fine, you know that, okay, this is my friend.
Mhm.
We both don't work. Let's say we're all struggling. Let's say at the beginning,
Yeah.
we both are struggling. We know like when it's our birthdays, we just go to, I don't know, maybe a cafe, buy each other cupcakes, and that's
Yeah.
what works for us, so you guys have a common foundation where you're like, I know not to expect so much from this person because I know what the situation is in. But the minute you're now like, you want to associate yourself with people who are up here and you cannot afford them, I think that's where you guys clash,
Yeah, I think overcommit. You just
Mhm.
overcommit.
So when those people are like, okay, when it's their birthday, they're used to like going out and buying away and traveling, and you're used to the cupcake things, and now here you are, now you're like, you need to show up for this person, you need to do this, and that
Yeah.
is where people end up getting burned out, and you're just like, I can't manage this friendship, it's not gonna work, and that's where people clash. Like, you need to really identify your common interest as
friends.
as friends. Yes.
But I
as
also
friends.
think like you can have one of those friends that want a little bit too much, and you can have your best, because that won't be your best friend. I would assume that wouldn't be someone's best friend. The one that always wants to do too much. At least I would say, like, I have a friend where whenever we meet, it's never let's chill at home. I'm coming over to your house. Let me get you in PJs. Let's just watch Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
It's more like, oh, let's do cafe, let's do brunch,
Let's just be up.
Yeah, let's
always do
up,
something.
Yeah, doing something. But that, I wouldn't say she's my best friend. I'll probably just say she is my friend.
But in this section of friendship, like,
like
going out.
Yeah, she's just there. I guess you get your when I was younger, or you get like your club buddies, like the people you would text to say, oh guys, let's go to the club, and you have your people that you have serious conversations with. Your comforters are not necessarily the club buddy as well, so you have your different categories. I think it's also just categorizing your friends, saying and being real, like, this friend here won't give you this, and this one won't be chilling with you at some lavish place, so you have to choose.
Yeah.
And you should just know that now the one friend expects, or the lavish friend that travels 4 times out of the country expects this one that cannot even go to the coast for a weekend to do the same things as her. So I guess it's just being realistic and saying that this is my friend, this is what she can do, and this is my other friend, and this is what she can do. I think having open conversations, because that is what we lack in friendships as well.
You don't communicate,
especially about money. Like, just sit down and say, my friend, this is, you don't have to necessarily say how much you earn, but just being honest and saying, like, I can't do these things. This is where I'm at currently. Maybe I'm building a house in the village, maybe I'm saving up for something. And this is where I'm at. This year, count me out of those many things. But if you want to come over to my house and drink coffee and watch Netflix, I'm all ears, So having open conversations, what do you think?
So, okay, so I'm supposed to sit down, my friend, and be like, this is how we are. This is what we should be doing. I haven't done that, but that's a good one. Communicate, it's true.
Yeah.
But I feel like with my friends that I have, it's like, it's just, how would I put it? It's just common sense, or I don't know. How would you say it in Shwambwana?
You probably expect the person to know. Like,
I would expect them to know, like, where we are at. This is what we do. And I think with my friends and I, that's just how we are. Like, we just know, okay, we have this type of relationship. We don't do this, we don't do that, because maybe I cannot afford that, you cannot afford that. So I think it's just a common thing. I don't know, but we've never discussed it. We just automatically just, I don't know.
I guess, like they say, common sense is not so common for everyone.
No, it's
like you
not.
would think like it's red, you should know that, and then the person's like, I thought it's orange.
And I feel like it would be so weird. Now I'm like, okay, girl, I know you don't have a job, so don't expect this and whatnot.
I think Shashi, the thing is also the like what I said about overcommitting. You know, this friend that cannot. Previously, she showed that she can because she wants to be with you. She wants to be around you. But now you now expect her to like, oh yeah, but she's always been there. She's always been going with me to trips. But you see, like expectations, because now she's created this expectation or this whole idea that she can.
Then I feel like then that's when you communicate as a friend of Chapamwe. I'm not, I don't know, financially where I'm at or mentally. I'm not in that space right now. I think that you can communicate because you guys already used to do these things. But if it's now meeting someone, and I'm not gonna go on a date with a friend and be like, okay, in our friendship, this is what I want.
Let's sit down.
No, I think if you guys started off like that, then later, if you say no, okay, I'm not okay with this and that, then you communicate it. It's just the same as like you guys going on lunch, you know, let's say you guys, it's lunch break at work and you're used to buying food with this person, and then that person just says, oh, today I'm not gonna afford KFC or something.
Oh yeah,
so then it's just like that, man. It's just now where someone comes in and they're like, what do you mean you can't? Okay, no, you can't be that person. But yeah, I think there you can communicate.
But I think many relationships or friendships are broken because of lack of communication. You just feel like, no, but how can she not come to my birthday party, or how can she not afford to give me anything, you know? Like, we're talking about dinners, we're talking about spa dates, we're talking about trip to the coast quickly for a weekend, and she can't, and now your birthday is coming up and she did all these other things with you, but now you're not gonna understand because you're just like, I know
time.
My birthday is just once in a year. Like, how do you not have money? And many friendships are like broken because of that. Like, just lack of communication, I feel, is very important.
Sometimes you communicate, but they don't listen. Like, you've been hinting at like, hello, I don't have money, but I'm like, what? But they're just not listening because it's for them. It's more, how do I say? It's so cynical because it's just like self-interest for them.
Yeah.
So when you even say that, okay, I don't have money. Okay, maybe you are not like, like I don't have money.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm giving you like the hints. Like I'm saying it. You're just, how would I put it? I know.
You're not saying it directly. You're just hint.
So they don't listen. But I mean, if you realize that, okay, Gayle hasn't been showing up for the past, I don't know, she's always this, she's always that. Maybe let me have a serious sit down with her and be like, I know, what is it, hear me out, and then maybe I might be like, okay, yeah, this is the situation, because maybe I'm also just embarrassed, or I don't know, I'm shy, so communication is also just,
it's tough.
It's
friendships
tough,
or relationships
to make it work, my dear.
So healthy conflicts, in relationships, how do we manage that, Shashi? Now your friend is who she is, she didn't do anything, or we have different experiences, and some conflicts are not bad, it's maybe just a misunderstanding. How do we go back from there and mend relationships and say, you know what, I'll be the bigger person and I will apologize, or maybe say, you know what, I've overcommitted the past year, like I have not been me this whole time that you're seeing that I'm splashing money, it's not my money. How do we go back and say, I'm sorry, I'll show up better, I'll try and do better?
Yeah, I've actually had an incident with a friend of mine. We're still friends, very close. And well, it's like I had something, and I just decided to take it as it is and just go mute. Not like, I mean, we're in each other's spaces 24/7, but I was just like, it's fine. So I decided not to communicate, and this is where communication comes in. I decided to just take it as it is and be like, you know what, how can this person do this? I mean, we're too grown, like, so I interpreted it from my point of view.
Okay.
And so okay, yeah, life went on. Okay, not like decades after.
I think, sorry. Let's just rewind. So you took something.
No, something happened.
Okay.
Something was said.
Okay.
And I kind of took I took her reaction to it, you know.
Oh, okay.
So her reaction was more negative, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't respond positively. But then I took it as it is. I didn't even ask her, why did you do that or anything.
Okay.
So I just closed her off and everything. And we were in each other's space 24/7. So obviously she started picking up like, okay, why am I not talking to her? Why aren't we seated together for lunch anymore? And, you know.
Oh, okay.
So in her head is like, okay. And I also didn't say anything. And then maybe a month later only I decided to be like, what is bothering me? I was like, no, I was not okay with this and whatnot. And then she explained to me like, oh my goodness, really, you know? And she was like, this is what happened, X, Y, and Z. And I was like, oh my goodness, I how would I say? I really misjudged the situation and just went with what I thought and from my point of view, you know? And also, I mean, it wasn't like she was entirely innocent, you know, but she did apologize. Like, I'm sorry that it made you feel like that, but it wasn't like that, and you know. And I was just like, it was so pointless, man. And I really missed it. And I was like, you look at what you guys missed out on, your lunch, your what, just peace of mind in your friendship and stuff like that. So, what was that line again?
Many broken friendships.
Yeah. So communication, definitely, guys, and just try and, you know, speak about it. Don't wait for too long.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think the duration just makes it worse.
Yeah, because you start adding things now.
That
like she might just walk past you and you're like, yeah, she gave me attitude.
Yeah. So after that, honestly, I was just like, oh my goodness, okay, I should have just told her, and she would have just came like she did, you know. And for her, I think she wasn't supposed to be like, really, like, why didn't you come talk to me?
I think it's a two-way thing, because we're human beings. You felt like that. She could have also come to you and say, you know, what's up? Why are you not talking to me? Or why are we not having lunch together? Whatever. But pride is pride, guys.
Pride is pride, and personalities are different, my dear. So with every relationship, if there's one thing that can make a relationship work, is compromising, because number one, you're not alone in it. You know, if you're more than two in a relationship, if you're two or more, compromise. You need to also see it from the other person's point of view, try and understand them. Otherwise, you shouldn't be building relationships with anyone if you really can't. So
friendships, communication, I think, is the key. I always say, like, friendships are even worse than relationships. Like, I feel friendships require so much time and so much effort, because this is your confidence. Like, you go to that person when you have a problem in your relationship, vice versa as well. But then I just feel like my girl friendships, like, it takes so much. Like,
really?
I think so. I just feel like it's so much, because I think if you have a guy or you have a girl, you know, it's just, you blend together, you try and make it work. With this one, it's more like, I want to show you also. There's also that element of, I'm not gonna go apologize. With a relationship, you'll go apologize to your boyfriend, you know, because he will just come sit, you know, like, it's just
it's easier.
It's easier. But with a friend, with a girl, it's like, I'm not gonna go, and because they don't actually need you. If you're speaking the truth. So it's tough communication, and I think just being transparent as well, open with your situation, what is happening. How do you feel in the moment? Maybe let a day or two pass and be like, okay, you know what, on Saturday what you said wasn't right, or didn't sit well with me. What did you mean? And like your friend said, no, that's not actually what I meant. So how you interpret it?
So it didn't have to end like that. That's so unnecessary.
But you guys are still friends?
Yeah, we're close friends. Like, our relationship is not like where we speak every day.
Okay.
But it's definitely not like where we speak once a month. We just have our intervals and we've gotten used to it. And once we speak, it's like a honeymoon phase. It's you know, so I don't think we depend on each other so much. Okay. But we're very close. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's the different types of friendships I was talking about earlier. It's knowing who you like. There's your day-to-day, everyday kind of friendship. There's your once in a while. But then it's not a problem if I don't text you You get, there are those friendships where it's very clingy, like you haven't texted me in a week.
Because we're so busy doing things.
Yeah, so it's just knowing who the person is. And also I guess the next question would be, how do you, I don't know, I don't have clingy friends, luckily I don't, but a lot of people have like clingy friends where you can't be friends with someone else because you're friends with the person. So say for instance, you and I were friends, and I have a third friend, and she's just jealous because I chill with you, or we're doing something, but I also spend so much time with her. Like, how do you deal with those type of relationships? Do you have that?
I was the clingy one amongst my cousins. My friends, no, not at all. But because now, you know, your granny tells you these are your friends and whatnot, it's like you just build your life around these people, and it does have its disadvantages, especially when you guys grow up, misunderstandings, and you're like, oh my goodness, I don't have friends outside my cousins. It's so crazy. And I was always like, maybe like we'll all be together for a weekend, you know. And she's dressing up, she's going somewhere. I'm like, where are you going? I'm going to see Marie. I'm like, to do what? Like, we are all together. Like, why are you going to see Marie?
Supposed to
no, I haven't seen her like in a year. I'm like, yeah, but what about us? And I'm like, just go, you know. And then even if she's posting like on a date, I'm just like, no, guys, I just feel like we're supposed to be together. And yeah, but I used to be that clingy one. Oh my goodness. Like, my cousins were just like, what?
I know what's going on here.
I just feel like they were cheating, man, in a way. So I was that person. So at least, you know, I know myself. I do.
Yeah. No, that's good. As long as you know you know you're that one person. But it shouldn't be negative. I think there's the cute part of it. You know, like, oh, like my one cousin also does it a lot. She's like, you're spending too much time with this person, or this person posted you too much. But it's cute, it's beautiful, it comes from a nice side, a good side. But then when it's the ugly side, oh my god.
No, not like that. I mean, I wouldn't get angry, or, you know, even if they were coming from their date, I'd be like, my dear, we didn't live for you, we must go to your friend, you know. But not like I'm angry or something. It's like just joking, you know. But yeah.
And scheduling appointments with friends. Since we're now adults, we have so much going on. It's not just, you know, I'm outside your house, kind of, you know, when we're 15 years old or whatever. Now it's like, can we actually go for coffee Sunday? And I find that to be, I don't know, I have two sides of it. I find it nice because you're making time, we're scheduling time, but also it's a little too formal for friendships.
Yeah, it's too formal.
Yeah. But life is busy, like otherwise you just won't see the person. So you have to be like, oh, Gayle, are you home next week? Can I come over? You know?
No, I feel like with my friends, like I only have two friends. I really don't have friends. So I feel like it just comes to us naturally, like, oh, we haven't seen each other in a while, like, oh, let's go out next weekend, or let's go out month end, you know. But it's never like, okay, every month we should do this. That just puts
so much
pressure. And trust me, plan things, they just never work out, or well, for me they just don't. Something pops up. So I think but the minute we say, okay, we're gonna go out when and when, it always happens. But this thing of now, calendar, we just know when it's like, okay, we've been talking, but we haven't seen each other in a while, you know. And we don't even bum each other like at the mall, you know. Do you know what I mean? So I don't schedule. It just comes to us, man. Like, oh, I miss you, and then you're like, oh, okay, let's see each other, you know, and just catch up, like, physically. I mean, you can catch up on the phone as well beyond the call for like, I don't know, over an hour, but it's still not the same. So it just comes to us, it comes naturally.
I think which is part of scheduling, I would say as well. Like, if I'm not gonna say like a monthly or weekly 7 p.m. every Monday.
So you don't have it in your diary?
No, not like that. I think it's just like, oh, I'll be in Walfish Bay for the week. Maybe you live in Walfish Bay. Let's meet up. You know, because what if you just show up and I'm not available? Now you catch feelings like, oh, you came to Walfish Bay but you didn't tell me, and I was just under the impression.
Okay, no, I'm gonna call you first.
Oh, okay.
Even when I'm home and my friend wants to pass by, she's always like, G, are you home? And I'm like, yes, I'm home.
Oh, okay.
Not just I'm outside. No ways, guys.
But you also need those ones that just, you know, music outside, beep beep beep, are you home? You know.
I think it's if you guys know, how would I say now? I mean, I know my friend is always so busy. I just won't show up.
Okay.
Unless I know that, okay, she's always home. If she's not there, but no, I won't show up like that.
No.
Even if it's their birthday, I will call up the sister and be like, is she home? Just to make sure, I know.
Yeah, because people have plans, man. And we're all busy, aren't we?
We are.
Yeah. I think, have you ever lost a friend whilst trying to, progress, while you're trying to grow, because we kind of go our different ways as friends. So it's like your ride or die friend. So I have this friend, we grew up together, same town, not same school, but just we are almost literally sisters. But then now I feel like we've reached the point where we're so different directions. We do call each other once a year or twice a year, whatever it is, not much. But then, would I say, like, that person that you would call?
Yeah.
Even if you haven't spoken for 6 months, it's probably her. Like, I would call her, but she's not my friend like that. I won't go to her if I have problems. Like, no, I'm hurt today or I'm feeling down. No. She's not that friend. But she's the friend that I can just... I don't know how to explain it.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I did. Like, we were so close, super close. We would probably call each other every day. And then I was progressing, I was just finding myself, trying to get a new job. Oh my goodness. And yeah, so I couldn't really show up for her the way she wanted me to.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, if I cannot afford certain things, like we said, friendships are expensive. I mean, you want to go out every day, but I'm unable to because, financial situations. I have other priorities. Like, I can't be going out every day.
Yeah.
Hello, restaurants are expensive. I have rent to pay that I need to focus on. I have this to do. So I don't have money for like entertainment. And also when they used to offer like, it's okay, I'll do it, I also used to feel a bit, no man, it's always them, cashing out and stuff like that, and eventually you obviously can't say no all the time.
Yeah.
Your relationship just starts like okay, Gayle, you're never there, you're not, so I was just like, well, it's so sad, but what can I really do? I mean, I've tried to express myself, but like I said, I don't think they listened enough or attentively. So then we just went our ways,
Maybe it's one of those common sense moments, like hint, hint.
Yeah. So then I was just like, it is what it is. It was so sad because she was my everything, like in friendships, and I really loved her dearly. So then I was just like, it's fine. So then where I'm at right now in life, I was like, I always ask myself like, oh my goodness, today's her birthday. If we were that close, I would go out for her, how I do it for my current friends, because I mean, now you have a job, you can afford to, I mean, I did have a job, but now you can afford to spend your money on like, entertainment and wants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then, unfortunately, yeah. But I think we'll be friends again.
You think? Mending relationships.
Yeah, it's not one I'll just throw out like that. I think maybe we needed that space, like where I was also just, I wouldn't say broke.
Okay.
I would say just finding yourself financially. So we needed that space, I think. But if we come together again, it's gonna be a different experience for her. Because I mean, she used to show up for me, birthdays, she'll buy me flowers, and it was so nice. So I would want to give back that to her. Definitely. I owe her that.
That's good. I think it's just going separate ways and then finding it back together, which is important. Like mending, also just understanding like, okay, during that time of my life, I was in this season, you weren't there, or you didn't really quite understand the season I was in. But now we are now grown. Okay, we can now understand each other, and going forward, I think you'll be able to handle that better as well.
True.
Yeah, that's friendships for you. It's not easy. Yeah. So just before we end this wonderful conversation, I think it's just, how do we end how do we end relationship? How do you know which friends to cut off and which friends to, you know, just fight a little longer? Maybe she's just going through a season. How do we know that? Because some friendships are really not beneficial. Like I had this one friend, we're just talking earlier before we started this video, where it was just horrible. It was so toxic. After you it's like after you leave the friendship, after you have broken off, you realize like it's either I miss this person, she was so beneficial, or thank God she's gone. It's one of the two. And I think that friendship was just like, thank God she's gone. And when do you know when to cut off this friendship? Because you don't always have to, like, you know, have something happen for you to break off. Sometimes there are hints, and sometimes we are so in the friendship that you don't even pick these things up. You don't pick up that the person is maybe just so toxic. You're just like, oh no, it's my friend, and you just try to see it through, because we're so loyal when it comes to friendships, right? You're just like, this is my friend, it's my ride or die, we're together, we've been through so much. But how do you know to end this relationship or to fight a little longer?
Okay, I think sometimes when you're not sure, when you don't know, what I do, maybe you can also, you know, take that, is I always, like, you know, pray to whatever you believe in, or just your, you know, okay, that before I go deep, just pray to whatever you believe in. And I think the same way you ask for certain things is the same way you should get rid of certain things. So in a way that you're like, what doesn't serve you shall come to pass, you know, people, things, jobs, and everything like that. You find yourself actually like, I haven't spoken to this person in a while. It's like it just dies a sudden death without you having to say this and that. But that's because whatever you believe in is looking out for you, you know. So you should always ask that. But if you know, Nokucha, okay, this friend is not, you know, this person is envious, jealous, they're just not right for you. When you know now, you just need to, the battery is dying. You just need to cut it off. Just cut it off. You let them know and cut it off. I know it will need a lot of courage, especially if you're not straightforward, but write them a text and just let them know. You also don't want to AWOL someone. That's just childish, you know. Let them know what's going on. But if you don't, pray about it.
Pray about it. That's the end.
Yeah.
And thank you very much, guys, for staying tuned, for watching this video till the end. We spoke about all things friendships, how to keep friendships, the goods and the bads of friendship. We will be doing more on this type of conversations, so please do stay tuned. Like, subscribe,
please,
and also
like, comment, and subscribe down below, guys. Don't watch without liking, it's just rude. Share the video and share your thoughts in the comment section. If you guys have had, I don't know, situations where friendships ended, what happened, how did you navigate around it? Okay, thanks for having me.
It was wonderful having you. And please do remember to also watch out her YouTube channel. It's Gayle Muundjanima. The link will be down in the description box. And yeah, bye bye for now. Ciao. The serious hangout will okay, I'm gonna speak slower.